Yeah, yeah. Hey. So what I like to do, what I like to do is I like to figure out, I like to know, I like to play, I'll say. I like to play around with seeing like if I can figure out something, if I can know something, um, without having to like learn it. If I can like somehow in a way, because right, because through experiences and things, but somehow come up with a something in my mind, right, to just formulate something in my head from nothing essentially, and just have that nothing slowly accumulate, into something, produce something to where that thing almost like you have some water in a cup and it accumulates over time some type of something, and that mold and dust or whatever comes from it just kind of like, and you before you know it there's rocks in it and then things in it, before you know all kinds of stuff's going on from essentially just what seems like nothing or from what is no thing, or things like that, right? So I like to come up with stuff from that. I like to just be in that realm and just see what I can come up with without having to like really research it or anything. So what was interesting is because, well, let me see. So yeah, let me go back. So what I wrote here, and I like I said, I don't really know, and this is what I mean is that I watched the movie. I've seen at least the last Joker, and I was just kind of just pondering on stuff, right? Just whatever, and it just came to me. It was just like the Joker's whole goal was to make you think. Like I don't know what people really like think he was like doing and why he was doing it and all the stuff they would come up with, but I just thought about it. I'm like, because like I said, I don't like the last thing that I've been doing with my body. I gotta realize that I gotta like be more specific. When I was doing my body, it's like realizing that I can release a lot of muscles, tension, trauma, psyche things, all this stuff. What I said, muscle, tendons, the ligaments, what is it, crystal. I can break all that up to essentially like have my body be like jelly again, like a baby almost. Like the simplest way I can quickly explain that. But through mental patterns, thoughts, things like that, and knowing that trauma traps, it gets entrapped within itself, right? So, or within the body, or what, both, I guess. Um, but I wrote the Joker whole goal was to make you think. I'm telling you not to think. You do too much thinking, because I like that. He wants you to, think. I like that the Joker essentially wants you to realize that the bull crap world that you live in and the way that society shows their ways through discipline and justice, and the way they handle criminals and things like this, and you know you're not realizing that the criminals are handling criminals and things like that. I like that he's exposing all of that. Really, I like that he's saying that this whole paradigm that you live is ridiculous. To think that this wing dude is gonna come fly and soar from the sky because you put up a light, and he gonna swoop down and come up and beat up some dudes. like, like, I don't know. It's just whatever. As simple as this, because I know like the money and then the politics, and there's more to it than just that. But I just find that interesting that it's just like the way the justice system is now is just as ridiculous as Batman's justice system and what he thinks is right as a vigilante, because you still need court systems, you still need people to like that. I think that's still important to a degree. It's just not faulty, criminalized versions of it, of course. That's not too cool. And I said, so I'm telling you not to think you do too much thinking. So it's good that okay, so we just know that society's not cool, and people who run it ain't cool. That's about it. But that's why I say there's not really much to trip about. That's why you think too much. Not that he thinks too much into it. It's just that we as society, I think, thinks just too much about whatever. We got so much on our brains just to, what I'm saying, just to function, just to try to, just kind of be. You don't have to do all that extra. But I was gonna say, I think that's funny that I just wrote that. And can I even see when it was? That was 9/16. And so I looked today on the 20th, and I just decided because I saw and I was just like, well, let me look it up, because I just, I write stuff down. I don't really think about it. So let me. It says to Dent. It says to Dent, introduce a little anarchy. You upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. The Joker's goal is to show that this sense of justice that Batman introduced to Gotham is absurd, and the Joker's goal is simply to destroy this belief in the hearts of people. And so, of course, it's a negative connotation, because he kind of wants to like, kill people, blow up stuff, and kind of do a bunch of random things, no worse than Batman does, even though he says he doesn't like hurt people. Or is it Superman? But to destroy a belief, in my mind, even if it says in the heart, is to think, is to have a new thought, is to have a new awareness, a new feeling, a new emotion about what you thought life was. That's all I'm reading out of this. But I thought that was interesting. It's just, I'm like, well, what else is he here for? Just like the Riddler, just questions, just to make you think, what else? I don't. Which is weird, because they make the people that are telling you to question everything are the ones that are trying to make sure you don't have any answers to anything. But yeah, the question, I think, is just interesting, to always think, question, wonder what all this is about. And it's like, if you take all the spookism out of it, and all the hoobity joobity, the scoobity hoobity joobities, you know what I'm saying? When you take all of that out of it, it kind of just like, well, what else is there? He's just a character. Wear the face makeup. What is he? Has some type of uh, I can't, like, mental, powers, essentially, to where he can, like, he knows how to like move people. He knows how to speak to people to get them to do what he wants, and manipulate them and things like that. He's a good eye on how to talk to people. Where was I going with that? So yeah, he has this superpower of being able to do all of this manipulation. But when you take out of all the, because Batman in the whole universe is kind of at least slightly more of a real world situation. But if you take all that extra out of it, what do you have other than what they're trying to like really show you. Like I said, with the Riddler, with the Joker, with how society works and what justice system looks like, it becomes boring because, you kind of take all that other stuff and you realize it's religious distraction because they still have to tell you the truth. And so, but the way they tell you the truth, the way they put the truth out there, it's kind of like, which technically also, because way humans work, we kind of have to have a little bit of struggle to really learn anything because we just bathe and bake in the sun for the rest of our days if we didn't have, that type of thing to give us purpose, pain, trauma, all that other stuff to get us geared up and going, But if, like I said, if you take it all away, what is left in just then thoughts, feelings, doctrine, just parables, things like that, That's pretty much all the rest of it is. But we watch it for entertainment, and that's what I'm saying. It's the separation of everything else, and then this, all the other weird shit to try to make sense of your life, But I thought it was weird that it's just, he's mainly here to make you think. He's here to change your belief, He's ready to change the belief in your heart, make you really, because, he had that same epiphany when he got beat down, when he got kicked down, all the stuff happened to him. He didn't have the same revelations as y'all, He didn't come to the same conclusion as, nah, we let go, of course. We don't need to hold on, of course, but also, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. And so he definitely held on to it. And that wasn't cool. Of course, he also got lied to, and he had resentment for that. And I get it, but I'm still speaking on the Joker. I mean, both of them because they're brothers. But, it's like I feel that at a point. Because honestly, I think the Batman is actually the evil dude, if I'm looking at it, because he's trying to still uphold his image, for one, that he's even a good guy, when there's no such thing as good or bad. And so that alone is a falsehood. He's not even, he's a vigilante. He's just some billionaire. And we know in this world what that looks like. So even that alone shows that he ain't even all that. Like, hello. Hello. So yeah, the Joker may not be as innocent by any means, but at least he's honest about it. At least he's forthright with it. He's out there with it. He's speaking his truth with it. Batman still can't even come to terms with the shit. That man is in denial. They're both going through some things, don't get me wrong, but Batman is the one that's really in denial. He still can't come to terms with a lot of the things that happen in his life, and it's weird. And so now he's a Batman. Like I said, both of them, it don't make sense on either side for me, because, it's still not cool. But, I mean, if we don't get shown the darker sides of ourselves and what that really means, we're kind of gonna, be in bliss all the time, and that's never cool. Ignorance is not blissful. I would much rather know and remember and decipher with great discernment, with impunity, you know what I'm saying, before I, you know what I mean? Like, pushing it away does nothing. The only way you can really push it away is deciphering it, is going through it, is processing it. That's the only way you just going, That's where you lose. You know? Because I'm never saying when I say when you meditate, you know what I'm saying, don't, you just, you work through it. You still gotta like kind of give a little. I say, I don't know what other people would say, but for me, don't shy away from it, but don't also dwell on it. You know, but you got to go through that when it hits you. You don't just go, oh, and that was whatever. No, what was it? Then when you're done and you send it on its way and y'all, you know, you have a good one. Then you can say that was whatever or whatever you want to say after that. But if you don't take in and then try to see what comes, because things are gonna, you know, come in, messages, things, and they're gonna come in. But if you don't just, you just gotta, okay, and what is that? Okay, that was this thing. Let's pull that up on the screen. Let's see what this is. Read it, okay, you know, it's kind of like reading over a contract. Just you got to do that in real life, in this whatever fake life. How about you do it up here too? You know, like, and he did that. She hit me. You know, threw the pot. You know what I'm saying? The whole crazy stuff that mama got shot. You know, crazy stuff. Okay. What was I in all of that? What could I have done better? This, that, and the third. Where did I need to move more? How did I put myself in that situation in the first place? You know, but you kind of don't really like, you know, you just kind of breathe through those emotions and thoughts of, okay, yeah, I was feeling like that. All right, you know, that could have been a little more this way. I didn't need to do all of that. You know, all right. What can I learn from that? Because I just don't need to do it again. Just like any other thing, you know what I'm saying? With, like they were talking about with, you know, dropping bombs on Hiroshima and all these places like that. You know what I'm saying? And people not saying, you know, not putting it to the side like, hey, that never happened. We never had wars. We never did this. We were never like that. No, we were like this. These things definitely happened. I was a part of that thing, and these were the outcomes. We don't need this to happen again, so let's let people know there was a World War II. There was a World War, you know what I'm saying? Bombs were dropped. This happened too. You know what I'm saying? Don't skip on that. These deals were made under there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they made those moves and it wasn't really for God, even though they tried to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were trying to do this and it was really for this. You know what I'm saying? No, like, you gotta go through the rubble. You gotta decipher that. You know? People don't make that leap into going through all of that. So, you know, we keep, as a society, pushing everything under the rug because we just think the best thing to do is just push it away because we just don't need to think about it again. And that's the best solution, is just make sure, you know, out of sight, out of mind. As long as you don't think about it, as long as you don't think about it, as long as you don't think about it. Your body is always thinking about it. Your mind, all that is always still in there. It's not like it's going anywhere. It's your experiences. Just like every single time you've ever been dehydrated, every single time you've ever been slapped, treated wrong, you didn't talk that one time, you could have really spoken up for yourself, you didn't make that change, you didn't do it. It's there. It's all there. All of it's right there. It's in front of you. It's in you. It is you. You know what I'm saying? It's your environment. You put yourself in these situations through those thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and how you feel about it and what you do about it. You do it to you, and you're here now. And so to hide it, try to push it, try to snuff it, doesn't really make sense. Where is it gonna go? Just like trash on this planet. Where is it gonna go? It's like, just because it's not in your living room anymore doesn't mean it's not here. If beings live in us, and those beings have beings that live in us, if we go back out to the macro and we live in a motherfucking, if we're beings that live on this being called a realm of a planet, Tiamat, Gaia, whatever you want to call her, and that being has its own thing that lives within a being, right? We got galaxies, we got all kinds of little, you know what I'm saying? We got all those spectrums. If we keep going bigger, there's something that's living too. Or dying, maybe. If there's some in me that's living and dying, don't you think, and I'm on this earth within this realm, living and dying, as a collective, we're all doing it. As a species, just like bacteria in our guts all the time. Right? Well, who's to say that we aren't just one of those things and there's more bigger things and that thing has that all of those traumas, drama, llamas, and everything that we got. So if, like I'm saying, if you sweep the trash out of your house thinking that it's good now, but you're just sweeping it into another being for another being to worry about, for other little beings to worry about, like, oh, I don't know, the ocean, for starters. I don't get it. My question is, where do you think it's gonna go? Energy transfer is real. So, and the law of replacement is real. So something's gonna take it. Something's gonna take its place. You sweep all that trash out, meaning your emotions, feelings, trauma, drama, llamas. You sweep it out. You just go ugh, and don't deal with it. You don't upcycle it. You don't turn in. You know what I'm saying? You don't give it to somebody and they do something with it that can properly reuse whatever trash you don't use no more. If you can't, you know what I'm saying? That is a real cycle of life I see. We have to do it in our minds too. And we can't just keep recycling or, throwing out whatever trash because we don't want to recycle, upcycle, or move on. Do something with it. Give it to somebody and say, hey, look, can you help me with that? And then they fix it. And then you're good. They work it. They do it. They upscale, cycle, diagonal, they do it. Whatever. But you just sitting there stagnant with a bunch of trash, or you throw it out because you don't know what to do with it, and you just leave it around your house or your yard or outside. You just throw it in a garbage, and we as a collective don't think, okay, well, all of this is going somewhere. I mean, we've seen Futurama. I don't get why we don't know. How we don't, like, we're talking it, we're saying it, but nothing's really being done about it. You know what I'm saying? Or at least not enough people are really looking into it, saying stuff about it, all on the same path. That's, I think, the hardest part. Us being in one collective for ourselves as a spiritual whatever, the people down here, up here with us, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say down here, but over here, the people over here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get what I mean. The people over here and not up there. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like we come on the same group, but the issues that we fighting amongst each other, because that's the whole plan, fight amongst each other. So we are distracted long enough while they can butt fuck us. Real easy. Saying pause is gay. I'm putting it out there. You thinking about it too hard. I've been wanting to put that. I haven't had a chance. I want to say this too. You putting that shit gay. You thinking too hard, bro. I'm just. If you gotta constantly say weird things and then gotta say that after every time, that's borderline to me. Somebody always apologizing. Somebody apologizing all the goddamn time. Like that's what that looked like to me. I'm just putting it out there. I gotta say it, man. That's weird. You know you ain't like that. What the hell you worry about? Pause. Insecure motherfuckers. Insecure motherfuckers. This world's fucked. Alright. Maybe one more today. I don't know. I'm gonna think of something else. Maybe I might do another one. I'm feeling good today. It rained. It rained. Got the moped. Got rained on because it hadn't been raining lately. Ooh, that last one was solid. Look good. And now I'm trying to just, figure out some stuff. And I'm gonna see if I want to make another one. Probably do. I'm feeling good. Feeling good today. I don't want no problems, baby. I'm feeling good today. Let's just keep far away. Yeah, so that's soaked. Usually I'll be, getting it on the moped, do my little, my drives, my deliveries. My delivery boy. My bike got a freaking flat. I gotta get a new tire on my front tire. Lord. I gotta freaking get a freaking battery for this van now, because that's out. So life is cool, so I'll make more videos. But yeah, I was gonna go do something, and it didn't rain, and I don't wait, and I'm just chilling, making. Yes, indeed. Yes. All right, I'm gonna get up off this monkey. I think I'm gonna do another one. See what I got.